really hate the fact that I'm trying to keep this channel active by talking about wrestling instead of actually doing it. But I feel like now is a really good time for me to just sort of address the fact that I do, as much as I talk a lot of smack about professional wrestling fans, I have to acknowledge the fact that I too am one. And because I am a professional wrestling fan, I have a lot of biases. I have a lot of hills that I'm willing to die on. I feel like I have a lot of stances that I'm willing to like just be unshaken about. You know what I'm saying? There's a handful of wrestlers that I 100%, either 100% support regardless of what they do. In contrast to that, there's wrestlers who I can't stand at all, right? And as I think I said this multiple times on my channel, but if I hate a wrestler, the wrestling has nothing to do with it. Why is my hair like that? I don't know. The actual wrestling, the in-ring ability has nothing to do with it. You will never hear me be like, this wrestler sucks, man, because of the fact that I don't believe that a wrestler can be bad in the ring, because a wrestler works to the best of their personal abilities, and I don't know what a wrestler is capable of doing in contrast to what I see them do. To put this in perspective, if I were to, if you were to tell me that Jonah can do a shooting star press, right? Jonah or Bronson Reed, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if you told me that he could do a shooting star press, right? Then I would expect to see him do a shooting star press or at least a moonsault mid-match, right? You know what I mean? But it's like we don't know if he can do it or not. And that's what makes it so interesting to me when it comes to a person's wrestling ability. Is like, we don't know what they actually can do or what they're capable of doing. So it just sort of like leaves a lot to be inspired. And I'm not the kind of person to be like, oh well, they could totally do a better job if they if I wanted them to. It's like, bro, this isn't a video game, okay? Just play your video game and shut up. I love my hair, but I have no clue why it's doing what it is doing. But yeah, so with that being said, I do kind of want to get up close and personal with a lot of my personal biases when it comes to professional wrestling, such as, number one, I don't believe that anything in professional wrestling is terrible as much as I just am willing to say that I don't like something. So to put this in perspective, I don't try my best to do a stupid little universal standard and say, oh, this thing was bad, this thing was terrible, because of the fact that limits actual criticism. Because if you ask anybody why something is bad, they'll just tell you it's bad in a different way. Like, it's like, why is this thing bad? It's bad because it's not good. What makes it not good? See, the problem is that like it's not good because it's bad, And it's just a really, really, really longer way of them just saying it's bad. But they, the actual reason is because they didn't like it. And they don't know why they don't like it. So they just have to say that it's bad. And I don't like doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'll just say I don't like something. And if I don't like something, and bro, if you want me to explain why I don't like something, just know you're in for a novel, because I talk too dang much. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my first biases, is that nothing in professional wrestling is bad to me. But it's like I do dislike certain things. Like one of my least favorite things in professional wrestling that I personally don't enjoy is the fans liking the heels. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there aren't any likable heels. What I am saying is that, like, if you like the heel enough to literally boo the face, it's not the face's fault, in my opinion. It's your fault for just being an edgelord a-hole. You know what I mean? Like, there was a time, like, because I really hate it when people be like, I also hate, like, I hate, like, there's wrestling fans out there who be like, this face wrestler can't do a promo, and that's why I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, who cares if they can do a promo or not? The actual stuff is in the ring, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care that much about promos. I'm gonna also say that too. Like, I do. Like, there's only like a handful of promos that I remember. That there's only like a handful of promos that I remember. There was one promo that really got me way back in the day, and it was Ryback. Guess the roommate is off for heading out. But yeah, like one promo that the Ryback promo when I want to say it was New Year's Day, and he he brought up how like when he was in Tough Enough and how he didn't win something, and he went home and watched The Secret and ate some food and just sort of like questioned what he was going to do with his life. And I ain't gonna lie, that got to me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That was a really good promo. But I think it also had something to do with the day. I think it was either the day after Christmas or New Year's Day. There was another time, because like I don't know what it is, but it's like if something happened on certain days, I remember that stuff. Because there was another time in New Year's Day when Rey Mysterio won the Cruiserweight Championship by beating Tajiri on the episode of SmackDown, and I was like, it looked so cool because he did it to Jimmy Yang. Because he did a Hurricane Rana to Jimmy Yang and made it look like you just saw Jimmy Yang's head go, ugh. You know what I'm saying? It was a work of art, man. It's like, welcome to the new year, Ray. Man, that was good. What was that, 2000 something? But yeah. But the fact of the matter is, I don't care that much about promos. Like, I don't care, especially not heel promos. Because the whole idea about heel promos is they're supposed to make you, as a fan, upset with them. So if you like a heel's promo, like I said, you're just an edgelord. Like, you're just an edgelord. I don't care about your opinion. Because you are an edgelord, and you know I don't value the opinion of an edgelord, because you guys literally just want everybody in wrestling to be a heel, just so you can be like, they should all just everybody should be a heel except for one face, so everybody can just beat up that one face. You know what I'm saying? That's y'all are children. But yeah, like I don't like the idea of wrestling fans being like so pro heel that they feel like in order to like improve a wrestler's career they have to turn them heel. Like, shut up, that's dumb. I also, however, at the same time, however, at the same time, there are like a handful of controversial wrestlers that I most likely, I'm not gonna say a handful. There's a couple of, there's a few controversial wrestlers who I just give the red light to in any fashion. First one, Tegan Nox. I don't know what it is. I don't even think it's because I don't think it's like an attraction, but it's just like I'm just like, give Tegan Nox whatever she wants, man. Just let her do whatever she wants. I don't care. You know, I have nothing like I just like I have like a complete open. I'm a pro Tegan Nox openly biased person, and I don't understand why I am. I think it's just because of the fact that like I like the fact that she has good matches to me. Like her back and forth between her and Dakota Kai that she had, I thought that was actually really good. And I also like the fact that she, like, there was instances where she was like very, you know, like where fans were like trashing her because she came out, you know what I'm saying? And like they were just like, they had all these terrible things to say about her, and she just basically told the fans to F off, you know what I'm saying? It's just like stuff like that I appreciate, stuff like that I value, because of the fact that it's like it always sort of like makes you feel good to see wrestlers hit the fans back, because these wrestling fans, bro, some of them they deserve to be told to shut up sometimes, you know what I mean? Me included. I'm just saying, like, you know, if a wrestler were to tell me to shut up, I'll be like, okay, and I won't talk about that wrestler no more. But so far, I haven't been in a position where I had to like do that. So, you know, there's that. And I've met more than my fair share of wrestlers. So make with that what you will. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that like as a professional wrestling fan, I do have a lot of biases. That like, you know, because like wrestling fans be like, truth. Facts. You need to have truth, and you have to have facts. You have to say things that are true and are factual, and you can prove it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, I just be talking, dog. I just be vibing, man. I just be saying things. I don't like, you know, I don't care like I don't care about stupid stuff like venue size or ticket sales or like what is it? Ratings, crap like that. Like, you know, like these are the things that I don't value that stuff, man. I watch wrestling because I like what's going on in the ring. And I like and if I know somebody who's in the ring, I'm cheering on my homies. You know what I'm saying? So like when I see Carly Bravo and Shawn Dean and Shane Taylor, like walk down to the ring with their championships, I'm like, yeah, I know those guys. Well, I only met Carly Bravo at Battle Slam before. Shawn Dean's a cool guy too, and Shane Taylor once actually like commented on my stuff he commented on my stuff on Instagram one time. But I kind of know them. I'm cool with them. I like to think they're cool with me. Those guys are great. It's not even be like being a heel simp because I know that they're supposed to be heels. By the way, I don't like the idea of black wrestlers being heels. But, you know, I'm not saying that black wrestlers shouldn't be heels. I just don't like the idea of black wrestlers being heels because of the fact that when you're getting booed, you don't know what the reason is that you're getting booed for. You see what I'm saying? Like, it could be because they don't like you because you're the heel wrestler, or it could be that they just don't like black people. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's that. But yeah, like I said, I do have a lot of biases. One of the big reasons why I don't have a pro wrestling podcast anymore is because one, nobody was really listening to it. Two, I don't know how to use Riverside, and three, a lot of the things that I wanted to talk about are like stuff that everybody else was talking about at the time, and also it just didn't. Like, first of all, it just didn't matter what I said, but also because I have a lot of biases that I feel that I'm not ashamed to like put to the forefront that I'm pretty sure a lot of wrestling fans would be like very offended about. Like I mentioned how I mentioned one time how I liked the Austin Theory's like United States title run. I also bring up how much I don't care about Dave Meltzer, and you know, just basic stuff like that. So you know, I don't know, but yeah. I might actually, I don't like talking about wrestling. I'd rather be doing it. I won't lie to y'all. I haven't been able to go back to training in a while because money is tight. But like I'm hoping that my income tax return could like, you know, bring me back a little bit. But, you know, it's not looking too hot. But the goal is now to just get back into training. And if I can't get back into training, I'm going to at least try to earn some YouTube money using the other channel or maybe even this one. In the meantime, though, I'm just rambling. I want to probably just like do something a little bit later. But yeah, that's kind of one of the big reasons why I don't really have a wrestling podcast anymore. Nobody asked. I don't care. All right, love and peace. I'll see you guys out there. And hopefully, see you guys in the ring.